My challenge for you today is go clean your bedroom and turn off all the lights, close the curtains, try to get rid of screen time, and allow your bodies to get the rest that they need. So I have come out here to a beautiful lake right near our home, and there's mountains and there's ducks, and there's also a lot of smoke, and I'm not sure what's going on. I saw a lot of smoke in town, so something's on fire. But I come here today not to talk about exercise or not to talk about food and not to talk about homestead, but to talk about the fourth component, which is stress. And one of the parts of stress that I'm going to talk about is sleep. I know I don't get enough sleep, and sleep is something that the world doesn't get enough of. We tend to be workaholics here in America, at least, and we do extra long hours. And when I was done with the 12-hour nurse's shift, then I'd go home and I'd have a bunch of stuff I needed to do at home. And so we work, and we work a lot. Well, there's a lot of studies that have been done and a lot of things. My patients received melatonin for nighttime to help them sleep. I never take melatonin. I've been told that it can really mess you up if you take it too much or if you take it at the wrong times. And so I've never taken it. But I was doing some research on really what melatonin is. And we have a gland, the pineal gland, that is up in our brain somewhere, and it releases melatonin. And melatonin comes only when it's dark. And our bodies are cyclic, and they want to be cyclic. You know, what we need to do is be able to eat breakfast and lunch and dinner at the same time every day, and sit down with our family at dinner time and be able to do that. And that just doesn't happen very much, and it needs to become a priority so that our life is a cycle. And we need to be able to go to bed at the same time. That doesn't happen either. And so the reason that it's so important is because of melatonin. Melatonin helps us sleep, but it also has antioxidants in it where it can help get rid of some of the inflammation, and it has been known to kind of ward off some cancers. One of the studies that was done showed that women who are blind and always in the dark, they have half the rate of breast cancer that those women who aren't in the dark do. And so we know that it has benefits. But it's also extremely important to us to be able to sleep. And so if we allow our bodies to wind down at night, as they want to do as it gets darker, then this allows us to be able to get in the mode of sleeping. So I learned some very interesting things. I know that we are not supposed to have screen time at night, TV or tablets or computers, but I didn't really understand why. So when we have that screen time, it takes our body 1 to 3 hours to be able to release the melatonin once we go to sleep. And so even though we're asleep, we've been watching that, and so our body isn't releasing that melatonin yet. I also learned that once we have any bit of light at all, even a split second of light in the middle of the night, our body stops releasing melatonin. And so this was a real eye-opener to me, and I went, okay, we've discovered that it's really important. It's very important for us to sleep so that our bodies don't have the bags under our eyes, we don't feel foggy-brained all the time, and we don't have all of these things going on that hurt our body. And so it's extremely important that we do it. So today I took some time and I made my bedroom into a bedroom. I didn't have a television in there. I have at some points in my life. But I went and I cleaned it, and I took all the clutter out, and I put all the clothes away that weren't put away. I dusted everything, I vacuumed everything, my dresser's clean, Jim's dresser's clean, and it's more conducive to sleep now. So the other thing I'm going to do is take my clock and turn it down so that they don't show, the bright lights don't show. And when I wake up in the morning, in the middle of the night, and peek over and see what time it is, I'm gonna stop myself from doing that. I take out all the night lights so that if you do have to go to the bathroom, that you do it in the dark. I don't know if that'll keep the melatonin going, but we'll see. There's also been studies that say that as we age, we make less melatonin, and there was just a study done, and it was a very scientific study with several subjects of all ages, and they had them in very controlled sleeping situations, and they tested their melatonin, and they found that those older people who were still very healthy, ate right, exercised right, did the things that they needed to do right, had just as much melatonin as a younger person. Those older people who weren't as healthy, they had less melatonin. So overall, the things, you know, when you're less healthy in one area, you're usually less healthy in another. So my challenge for you today is go clean your bedroom and turn off all the lights, close the curtains, try to get rid of screen time, and allow your bodies to get the rest that they need so that we can repair and have health in that way, so that we are not defeating what we're doing with our eating and our exercise with our sleep. So, hope you have a good night's sleep.